So today was the I Am Me launch, and it was absolutely great. I just amazing, right? So Lisa,
Totally agree.
what did you learn today about the launch?
I think the thing for me that really stood out was that you rarely get the opportunity to truly spend time thinking, reflecting on yourself.
Yeah.
And looking inward. And we might spend a couple minutes doing it, but very rarely do we do it for an extended period of time where we can actually sink into those feelings and actually think about and reflect on who we are. How do we present ourselves? How does the world see us? And I think the time that was given to do that was really, really important to like stretch that out. There was no rush. There was no like finish line. It was just take your time and see who you are inside.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things was hearing someone use the word shame, right? A lot of times we're shamed to reflect.
Yeah.
So taking the time to really reflect and break down the way we're feeling and break it down in every single molecule of what's going on mentally.
Truly. Yeah.
So that was really big.
Yeah. And I think, taking a moment to actually think like, how do I show up? What am I presenting to the world versus how do I think I see myself? And kind of reconciling between those two things is an opportunity we don't often give ourselves. And I think that's what the I Am Me really did, was say, here's the opportunity. Sit back with yourself, with your mirror, with your consciousness, and think about who you are. How do you show up? How are you authentic? And maybe think about for a minute, how am I not authentic? How are there pieces of me that I want to present differently, that I want the world to see me differently? Yeah.
You and I are from backgrounds where we're using metrics and data, right?
Yeah.
In the room today were wives, daughters, mothers, mothers of multiple kids.
Yeah. We're so much more than metrics.
So much more, right? And with that, the metric part of it is just measuring how people feel about themselves, right? On what levels do we feel how we feel about ourselves and how do we see ourselves?
Right.
So it was interesting to see those different walks of life come together in one room, but everyone to have the same expression on their faces and realize that it was okay to be who they were.
Completely authentic.
Completely authentic.
Right. And have that. And like you said, there's no shame associated with whatever that authentic piece of you is.
Absolutely.
However you show up, however you bring yourself to the situation, whatever situation that is, whether it be home or work or school or whatever it is, to be that authentic version of yourself and be totally comfortable with that. And be totally happy with the fact that you're bringing yourself to that situation.
The metric in it is that we all measure it the same.
Yeah.
We all measure it the same at the end of the day. We all came down to the one point right there, 100% validated.
100%.
100%.